Most people don't quit because the work is hard. They quit because no one is clapping, no one is watching, no one is commenting, no one is saying, keep going. And slowly, they start asking themselves, what's the point? That's where almost everyone loses. From childhood, we are trained to perform for approval. Good grades get praise. Good behavior gets rewards. Effort is acknowledged. So when you enter real life and nobody is cheering, it feels wrong. It feels like failure. But that's not failure. That's reality. Real growth happens in silence, and silence is uncomfortable. When nobody sees your effort, you start doubting it. When nobody notices your progress, you start minimizing it. When nobody believes in you, you start questioning yourself. This is the moment that defines you. Because if you stop here, you were never committed to the goal. You were committed to the applause. Validation is addictive. Likes, comments, attention. Your brain starts working for approval instead of progress. And the problem with validation is simple. When it disappears, so does your consistency. That's why you must become your own supporter. You must learn to clap for yourself in silence, to respect your effort even when it's invisible, to acknowledge progress even when it's small. No audience, no witnesses, just you keeping your word to yourself. That builds something rare. Mental strength, not loud confidence, not fake motivation. Real strength, the kind that doesn't collapse when nobody is watching. Silence forces you to answer one hard question every day. If no one ever notices this, would I still do it? If the answer is no, you're not chasing growth. You're chasing recognition. And recognition is unreliable. Some days you'll get it. Most days you won't. But your future doesn't care how many people supported you. It only cares whether you showed up. When you work without validation, your standards change. You stop doing things for appearance. You start doing things for results. You stop proving. You start improving. And slowly, your focus shifts. You're no longer working for likes. You're working for the version of you that will exist 1 year from now. The version of you that will benefit from today's discipline, today's sacrifice, today's silence. That version is watching, even if no one else is. And that's enough. At some point, you have to accept this truth. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to consistently motivate you. No one is going to care about your goals as much as you do. And that's not sad. That's powerful. Because the moment you stop expecting external support, you become independent. You stop checking who's watching. You stop counting who believes in you. You move anyway. This is where real self-respect is built, not through words, through follow-through. Every time you do what you said you would do, even when no one knows about it, you send a message to yourself, I can trust me. That trust changes everything. You don't need hype. You don't need encouragement. You don't need validation. You become self-fueled. Silence becomes comfortable. Loneliness becomes manageable. Doubt becomes something you work through, not something you obey. You stop announcing progress. You stop explaining delays. You stop defending your choices. You let time do the talking. And here's the part most people don't realize. When you stop chasing validation, your work improves. You take more risks. You focus deeper. You become more patient because you're no longer trying to impress. You're trying to improve. That shift separates amateurs from professionals. Amateurs need attention. Professionals need results. And results require long periods of unnoticed effort. Days when nothing exciting happens. Weeks when progress feels slow. Months when no one acknowledges your discipline. You keep going, not because it feels good, but because quitting would break the promise you made to yourself. Eventually, something changes. You don't crave recognition anymore. You don't need permission. You don't need reassurance. You know who you are because of what you do daily. And when recognition finally comes, It doesn't control you. It doesn't inflate your ego. It doesn't change your routine. Because by then, you're not driven by applause. You're driven by standards. You've built a version of yourself that doesn't need to be seen to be strong. And that's the kind of strength that lasts.